hello and welcome to my channel. This is Mrs. Green Thumb and I want to say hello to everybody. And I see Into. Thank you for coming. Just back from shopping. Oh, cool. No problem, Into. I'm here. Just waiting for a bit to see if people come, and then doesn't matter if you watch it. It's wonderful. It helps me out. Yep, let the folks join in. Absolutely. We'll see what happens. I don't know if YouTube will spread it or not, but hey, it's all right. It's all good. People rewatch it. It helps me out anyways. So you got to do what you do, and I'll explain what I plan on showing you. All right, so this time, this kind of live stream is called an OBS stream. It's where I can actually film and show you videos on my butterflies this time. So I'm adding it to my collection as all the OBS. There's number 6 now for the Monarch Butterfly. And what I did was, because I couldn't really do a live stream out in my garage or anything, I did some videos on it, and I just did that about a half an hour ago to show you the stage that it's at. You're still interested? That sounds great. You go. I'm just going to talk there Into, and you go do what you got to do, because like I said, if anybody rewatches this, it's helpful anyways. But so anyways, I filmed the one in a garage, and I filmed on my counter all the ones indoors right now. Normally I do a live stream and I show you live. You'll see my hands and I'm live showing you the eggs and everything. But this one I wanted to show you because I couldn't bring this to the garage, the internet. Hi Howie. I have to show you videos of it. So like I said, I took my phone, I videotaped what the crystal as of a half an hour looked like, and all the stages that are going in my house. Because last year I only had one butterfly, and this year, through the help of my neighbor's granddaughter, she's bringing me some over too, and I'm finding some. I lost count of how many I'm going to have, but some, like I had 10, and 9 are chrysalids. Well, I lost one before it went to chrysalit, and then there's 2 that don't look too good that I kind of filmed, and it's on here too. I hope you're well, Howie. I am just showing you the part that's in the garage right now, because it'll be due, today's the 28th, and it takes roughly 11 days, give or take, to turn into a butterfly. Well, thanks, Howie. I was just giving it a couple minutes, and then I'm going to show you the video I did. But they should, the first one, it kind of like went, one was first, and I'm calling it after my husband's name, Little Bruce. Or it could be a girl, I don't know, but that's released under his name. And I just have a list of people's names, and hopefully you'll come and join me every time I'm on, and I'll release one under your name, because I was not expecting as many as I got this year, so I'm really excited. But it is a lot of work. I have different stages, I keep them separate, and you're going to see this in a video pretty soon. So it should be around, and I'll probably come back again. Once the first one's born, I'm going to come back and do another kind of like live stream like this, and I'll show you, because that one should be born around the 30th, 31st. That's about 11 days, about roughly, because it was born at night, so we're not sure. So it's around the 30th, 31st, the first egg, and then after that, they're like a day here, and then 2 days later, and they all came after that first egg. So the first egg is exciting for me, and then from there on, I'll show you though, but I'll put on the video that I'm talking about, and then I'll show you the stages. But right now, thanks. I'm sure, how you're doing the best you can. So here is the first video I want to show you. I gotta go find it, and this is the one I just took, like I said, a half an hour ago. So you ready for that? I took the sound off. I was talking, but I took the sound off. It should be off. There you go. So this is out in my garage. And there's the official, those are the official nets I bought from Amazon. They are for butterflies. And there's this is, like I said, you can see when I went out west, we have the sign in the garage. But there, that one right there to the left is the first one that started. You can see it's darker brown. They start to turn a darker brown. That's the one that fell, and I pinched it. If they fall, then they need to hang. That one I'm worried about. The one that you see the clip, that one kind of hatched on the bottom of the screen. I picked it up gently and I pinned it to the top to see what happens, because they could not. That's how my first one got damaged. The chrysalis needs to hang loosely, so I hung that one. And then there's another one I kind of show you. I'll come back around in a minute and show you. There's a spot. Yeah, that's the first one right there to the left. That's called Little Bruce, or Brucette, or whatever we want to call it. And then we have over I am well, okay. And right there, you can see it to the right. There's a black spot on there, and I'm not sure. I never had that before. I think I come around and show you. I'll show you in a minute. Because I can't get the internet. Otherwise, I'd be live streaming in my garage. And I can't get it there. There. Oh, you don't see it, but there's a black spot on the side there. That's the one, like I said, with the hook you can see. There, right to the right, you can see it in the netting. There's a black spot. So those two I'm worried about. I'm not sure. I've never had this many before. That one's kind of deformed, the one that fell and I clipped on the top. And the other one, but apparently I understand the black spot will fall off. It should be fine. But we're going to find out. I'm going to show you exactly the stage of how they go. And like I said, roughly it'll be started, that one right there that I'm showing the close-up is the first one should be hatched. But you never know. I don't know if it's going to hatch in order. Maybe some hatch earlier. But roughly I did the thing for the last 4 years, and it looked like it hatched about 11 days after. That's when it hatches. So, and I have 2 of these screens. I might get a third one. And I actually want to, I'm really getting into this every year. I might build some kind of netting outside to have it. I would rather them raised outside than even in the garage. I'm just doing this because they need to get acclimated to the weather conditions and everything. They're not going to get rain, but the heat, temperature, they need to have that. So I couldn't put it in my house. I put them in the house just to keep an eye on. Once they get to a later stage, I bring them outside. And so I have I have 2, one over there to the left. You can't see it, but there's another one. Can you? No. There's another cage I have, and I'm going to get a third one probably. And then eventually I would like I said, to figure out how to build one outside that is safe from mice or rodents or anything that eats them, and then let them go to town, release them. I'm not ever going to cage them, ever. And I'm kind of hoping on having a male one. I don't know if I'm going to get a male one. This just repeats itself. I have it on a loop. But I was dying to show you how cool this looks. See, there's 9 in there. I'll be right with you. I just have somebody's kind of calling me here, so give me 1 second.
The queen is calling you.
The queen is calling. All right, welcome, Leanne. We got Leanne in the house. Hi. So there you go. Looks awesome, does it? There you go. There's the babies at this stage. And like I said, I will come back. I'll probably wait. I'm not going to film anymore until I get one I'm calling it hatch. That's not the right word. But anyways, when it comes out, and I will do another update on them. So that one right there is the first one. And then, see, let me switch you to the second video I did because I couldn't do this, like I said, live. I've been doing them mostly live. You'll see my hands and everything. But so this is the second video, kind of is the first. See, there's what I've been showing all along, how I sort them out. These, I get a little word for them. They're starting to dry up, so I'm kind of putting a fresh leaf so that if they do hatch, because they go dark black, I'd have some food source because these leaves are drying badly. So I'm going to probably put some more leaves in here. They hatch, then they have food right away. Now this is the different stages. No, it's actually, you want to, I don't know why you're calling it flutterby house, but it's actually, it's a butterfly thing. Yeah, it's designed for butterflies. It's not a laundry hamper, no. It's designed for butterflies so that if they fell or do anything, they're not going to get harmed. So yeah, and I won't put sticks in there. People said, why don't you put sticks for climbing? Because I know better. I've done that, and that it'll puncture the netting. Plus, not just that, if it falls, it could hurt the butterflies that are underneath, or not the butterflies, but the caterpillars. So I don't put any sticks on this. It's all soft. They can all climb. This is much safer to do it that way. So and I mark who I was like naming them after, and that's kind of what I was doing. See, and then here's a little smaller stage, and I'm actually putting the milkweed wrapped around with the paper towel because it seems to last a little longer. I can't really do that with one leaf. It's kind of awkward, but I could, I guess. But I'm aiming for this. I'm aiming for like putting a clump of it, wrapping it up, and keeping the moisture on it. And you got those are the next ones to become butterflies. Those are the next stage. So it's kind of fun. These are on a loop, so I have 2 loops to show the different stages. And as people pop in, they'll re-see it. So there's stage 1, the eggs, showing what they look like. then they become black, and then they actually start coming, and they start climbing up the plastic too. I've already caught them, and I actually put them back down gently. I put them back down because there's no food source up there. They could die just trying to climb, so I put them back on the leaves. And trust me, I keep an eye on these every single day, several times. I put oxygen in. I open the containers all the time because I don't want them to have lack of oxygen. Maybe, yeah, Leanne, that's an idea. That's an idea. The paper towel seems to do okay, as you can see. There, see, look at the little baby one. And for some reason, I move them out to the better, healthier milkweed in time. Well, I keep an eye on them. There's one. Is this the one? There's one. They're really tiny. No, that's the stage. But there's the tiny stage. It's really hard to find. This stage is fine, but it's the egg to the butterfly when they're really tiny. Oh, good Lord, it's hurt on your eyeballs to see. Let's see. That's the stage before. So I'm showing you. So that was the biggest stage. This is the second biggest stage, and I'm going kind of backwards to show you. But it is cool. I don't know. Thank you for joining me. And this is what I'm doing. I'm not going to talk gardening yet until I get past the butterfly stage. So hopefully I will get back to doing the garden, but once that's not till September. Once I get the butterflies off and running, then my live streams will become talking about garden talk. But until then, it's devoting my time for these creatures, and they need to get the word out and educate people how to raise them. And if you want to do it or not, just grow common milkweed, and that's going to help them out. You don't have to raise them. They have cute antennas. So here's these are so tiny I can't even find them. I think this is the one that I'm trying to show you, but they're super small. And did you actually get to see? Yeah, you see one. You see one over on the top left. But see how tiny they are? Right where the green is. I'm trying to film it because I don't want to disturb them too much. But they're in there. They're super tiny. And they're even tinier at the stage when they become an egg to the caterpillar. But really, really tiny. There's another one right on that leaf. Yeah. I had to film it. I couldn't even see it. I see it now when I'm filming. Like now that I brought it to my channel, because it blows it up kind of the camera. You can see it a lot better. And there you go, that stage. That's the big stage. They're the ones that are going to go outside pretty soon in the netting to get them acclimated to the outside. Plus, I like to bring them out there before. I don't want them just to be thrown out there and then they go into chrysalis. They got to acclimate outside. And then they enjoy their dinner and they eat until they climb. And then I keep an eye on the climbing too. Thank you. Thanks, Howie. You too. Mad respect to you too, honey. Be safe. Be careful. God bless. Until I talk to you again, no problem. All good. All good in my world. So I am going out today. So I thought I'd get this done and then I could do a little gardening and then I'm going to go out. I get a little break and I'm going to go see my daughter and have dinner over there. So that's going to be a nice change for me. Hugs to you too, Howie. Thank you. All right. Why am I'm looking on a different screen. I don't know why I'm doing this. I should be looking on the screen that you're looking at. They can, but you'll see the Leanne, I won't let them fly away right away. I make sure before I let them loose that they're okay to fly. So I keep them. Normally, I don't let them go right away as soon as they're chrysalis. I got the other cage that I hate calling it a cage, but I have the other netting that I put them in. I make sure they fly okay. I'll put flowers in the other netting. I'm going to pull them out because they'll knock the other chrysalids if I don't. So I pull it out, put them in the other netting. I'll have flowers in there so they have something to eat and keep an eye on how they fly. And then they're normally released by the next day. I don't keep them long at all. But I was looking for a male and I'm going to see if I find a male, then I might keep them a little longer to see if I can, basically produce more females so they can produce eggs is what I was trying to do, and then let them all go. Never, ever do I keep these unless they're injured. I will keep them if they're injured. I won't release them if they're injured, but otherwise. So let me get down to the next part. That's cool. Or you already jumped into this. I don't know if you did, but that's the one in my garage, and you did come into this, Leanne. See? Look at how exciting that is. It's very exciting to me. So the first one should be born 11 days, which I should have maybe a butterfly by the 30th or 31st. And then after that, they'll come out. But you can see, and look at another thing, when you're looking at them, the chrysalis goes like really hard. You actually can pick it up and it's fine. Like they become, that comes really harder outer shell, that it's safe to kind of pick them up because that one's injured with the clip. So it made itself the chrysalis on the bottom, which it shouldn't. I picked it up and then I was keeping an eye on it because I thought that was going to happen. It was so small. So that might be an issue that I might have to keep that one. I don't really want to keep them, but if they can't fly or anything, I keep them until they die. That's kind of what you want to get committed to it. You have to do that. You can't just let it go when it can't even fly. I don't do that. So 2 of them I'm worried about, but the rest seem to be okay. And it'd be really nice if I can, and I probably put it in a separate container. I have one that's, I don't really like it. It's a bird cage with netting on it, and I might get another one because if I find there's any injured, I'll put the injured ones in a different container so they can have a spot to fly freely. How do they get on this? They climb the netting. How do they get on the ceiling of the net house? They climb it, and then they do this, but I have to watch because one got kind of feisty and was trying to knock, it wanted that spot over there to the right here to the right. You see there's 2 together. Well, it's over there to the right. One was trying to knock it off, and I said no, and I pulled the caterpillar gently off, and I moved it to a different spot, and then it came across and did something else. Another thing that I did was I'm experimenting on, somebody said, because the one that's injured kind of put itself to the netting, the zipper. No, caterpillars, not the worms. Oh, the worms climb. Caterpillars, not worms, but anyways. Big difference. Yeah, caterpillars climb. And that one that's injured was on the netting, so when I went to unzip it, so be careful if you actually do this, it stuck to the zipper, and so it kind of fell off, and it was, already there was an issue. So somebody said if you put something green, paper green, which I did, they'll be attracted to the color green because they think it's kind of grass or whatever and trees. They'll go there rather than a zipper. So I'm trying it. I put a piece of cardboard, like just not cardboard, but green paper, construction paper or whatever there, so that they would kind of climb to the center and hang to the ceiling. So you have to keep an eye on them. Like I said, this is the first time I ever seen that one got feisty, was going to knock the one off. And so I literally moved it so that it wouldn't knock it off. And then it came over here to the other side and actually made its own chrysalit. So, which is good, it's actually the one with the big black spot on the side. And hopefully it's going to be okay. I don't know. Could have been an issue with it in the first place. And then you can see the one that I clipped kind of deformed too. I'm hoping that the butterfly is going to be okay, that it at least flies and everything and has a chance to be released. And see the stage here? You can see the first one's darker brown compared to the farther back one. So that's a browny color, and there's a lighter green. So there's a lighter green on it. So this is what I'll do. Like I said, I'm going to be doing this till probably September. I probably won't take any more eggs. They have to be out by September so they have a chance to survive. And so I will not take any eggs indoors. I'll take them out so that it lasts. They're released by September. That's what I do. I won't take any more. So this takes so many weeks to become from an egg all the way to a chrysalit to a butterfly. So I have to allow so many weeks. I think it's roughly 6 weeks. And so I'll stop taking them because they're not going to have a chance with me anyways, like to release them. I'm not going to release them in the winter time. So that's what I got to do. I got to calculate how long I'll take them in for, and then that's it. So right now I'm looking for them, but I have so many that I would take one in. If my neighbor's granddaughter gives me some more, I'll take them. But otherwise, I'm not totally strongly hunting for them right now because I got enough on my plate right now to make sure they all stay healthy and fed. And that's another thing. Don't take them in if you don't have the milkweed to support them and feed them. And they eat a lot. Trust me, every day I'm feeding them. I wouldn't do it. I would not raise them if I didn't have the food to feed them. So you like it? You're saying this is exciting for you? So I'm going to switch it over to the other film. This one's my second one right here. So when they're little. So I find it exciting. Hey farm, how's it going? Hello, thank you for joining me. We are just doing some updates on my channel about the butterflies. So I'm just going to run the videos. I've been talking to it for now about 23 minutes. So now I'm just going to talk to you guys and let it run, and you can watch it as you chat with each other. And all right. And so I put them on 2 videos, and that's what we're doing. Let's see. And in my garden world, I've been videotaping. Oh, there's one I have to tell you. I've been videotaping. Poppies are extremely hard to grow. That's what I've learned. Very hard to grow. I grew them inside, and I know they don't like to be moved. I grew them outside, and they didn't even produce any. And I ended up with 1 poppy. But I did a video on it, how I grew it and everything. But I'm filming the last part of it today because it's actually blooming. Oh my gosh, I wish I could have got more. It's called Poppy Supreme, and it's a gorgeous flower. And I got to do the last videotaping, but it produces lots of flowers. It's just hard to get growing. It's a hard flower to get growing, but it's beautiful. Along with all the other stuff, the cherry tomatoes and all that other gardening stuff, all my videos are going to get caught up in September. After I do all the butterfly stuff, I'll start doing the garden stuff once again, all the way back to, again, spring, and when I do the butterflies, and then I go back to gardening. That's kind of what I'm doing. So I have grown a lot of stuff. I have a lot of issues with gnats that I still haven't found a solution, no matter what anybody tells me. I have tried lots of stuff. And you know what I ended up doing? I was doing a snake video plant because I did a stage of how to grow the snakes to propagate a snake plant. It got infested with the gnats, and I used all kinds of sprays, and I created another spray, and that still didn't work, so I got tired of it. You know what I did? I actually took my snake plants out, washed them really good. I washed the containers out good. I dumped the dirt out and started from fresh and got a brand new thing of dirt or soil, whatever you want to call it, plant soil. Put them in there, and this solved the issue of the gnats for that particular plant. Looks good right now. That's what my only choice right now is. If you have an infestation like I have, to dump the soil outside, clean all the plant roots off, clean it all off, replant it into some stuff that is clean and doesn't have any bugs in it, and there you go. That's the solution now I've found so far, which I'm happy that my plant looks good. It's starting to, I don't know, it's still early. I just did it yesterday, so I gotta make sure it thrives. I was looking at Dutch flower paintings from the Kint and Company. So gorgeous. You're talking about Dutch tulips? Is that what you mean? Because the Dutch are known for sure tulips. And then I have, I'm hoping to get melons. I have Amish melon, but it got this disease, and it's all, I have to deal with this to understand it. So I should actually take pictures of it, and people can tell me what's going on here, because between a lot of the rain caused it, and I think there's a bug. It's got some kind of virus, and I'm hoping to have at least a couple Amish, but the plants start to die off, and so do some of my squash is starting to die off too. And I think there's a name of this beetle. I think that's what's causing the issue. But so far the tomatoes look pretty good. My potatoes are good. I got just different things. I got a voluntary patty pan squash that I've already pulled. Well, I pulled 3 patty pan squash from it. So in the gardening world, it's not bad. Not too bad. And I think next year I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to widen out the area. I'm going to have 2 more garden beds. And I'm also going to pay attention to the soil, what I use for each thing separately. And I'm going to do flowers, but I'm going to do more food next year, I think, a little bit. So, and my pepper plant is doing really well. Oh, is that right? So you should see this poppy, Liam. Wait until you see the video I'm doing on it. The poppy is it's very pretty. So, yeah, I've been doing a lot of flowers too. try to get the seeds from it. I've been doing all kinds of stuff this summer. And always get ready to what I want to do next year. Of course, the butterfly areas, I want to film it and show you again, but I got to get it, I want more things blooming before I do another update on what the butterfly area looks like. You looked it up. It's a beautiful plant, Leanne. The only thing is poppies are extremely hard to grow. I'm going to tell you that because I had put a bunch, and I'm going to explain that on the video too. I'm going to say this is a beautiful plant. If you can get it going, it is a really pretty plant, because you'll see there'll be a video on what I did, and that's kind of what I like doing. I like showing you. Sometimes my videos ran short, and sometimes they ran long. Oh, you're working? Hi Diva. Hello, my friend. You're listening and working. Thanks, Farm. So I am. I'm going to be in the garden stuff come September. I'll be talking a lot more gardening. How you doing, Diva? Welcome to my channel again, and welcome to seeing my babies. This is the little sections of the stages of the butterfly. Actually, this is the best I've ever done this year. I never had this many, so I couldn't really show all the stages. Now I have so many that I can literally show everything that I do in the stages that help everybody out if you really want to do this, or just grow common milkweed. And another one, it's just cool. I've really been honored that I got this many this year. You know, for 4 years, this is the most I've ever had. Hopefully I continue getting a lot more next year, so I can just keep on putting them out there and getting more and more and more. And also saving the bees by growing milkweed is the connection I've already shown on a video. Is amazing how many, well, matter of fact, I have it right here. Hang on a minute. I'm going to put the butterfly let's go to the second clip. But I also have a clip of the milkweed. I wonder if that's it. We went to a butterfly farm last week. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I don't know. I have a hard time if I agree with having it all them contained inside just for people to make money. I don't know if I agree with that, but I'm not disagreeing. I just don't know my feelings on. I really would rather have them let loose. But sometimes to save the species, you have to keep them alive. Well, thanks, Diva. They're coming. This is the stage right here. They should be doing a video. Well, I'll do one like this because I can't do a live stream outside of my garage. The internet will not allow me, so I have to do it this way. So trust me, as soon as the first one's born, I'll be doing another couple of videos to show you. I'll actually videotape the stage of this, and next door there's a netting right a little ways away, and that's where I'm putting them when they become a butterfly. Because if I leave them together, they'll knock the chrysalids off the ceiling when they fly. So you got to have two sections. They're so beautiful to look at. Oh yeah, this one's damaged. We're gonna see how this works. This is the first time I have a combination of different things and different stages, and it's kind of cool. And I hope you keep coming, because I will. It looks like I have enough. I am releasing them under all my family, and actually 3 of my relatives have passed away. And because I'm doing that because I have enough butterflies, and then I'm going to release people that come to my channel all the time. I'll just release one under your name. That's what we're going to do. We are going to do that. So I have 9 right now, and I have a whole bunch coming up. And how many do I need? I need actually 10. Now I need 10. So I'll release 10, and then afterwards I'll release anybody that comes to, learn and understand what I'm doing here for the last 4 years. I will promise to release one under your name, but you gotta kind of come. So that's what I'll tell you. If you come, and I will definitely do that, and I will do it next year too. I'll release anybody that comes to my channel. I'll release one under your name. It's not just. It's a combination of course, I need the help for people watching my videos and everything, like everybody else, or running live stream. But it's also about educating people about it. That's kind of my top priority. About if people don't come to your channel, then you can't educate anybody, and they're not listening to you. So I would rather they either rewatch my live stream and tell me I watched your live stream, and of course I will go to your channel. When you leave a comment on any of my stuff, you have to leave a comment, not the live stream, but a comment on any of my stuff and watch it. I will go back to your channel if you're a working channel, and I leave you comments. Trust me, I'm very good at that. I keep it up all the time. Every day I check to see if I have a comment, and I go to the channel, and I'll go to your channel back. There's facts. I just want to point out, you see the green? This is new to me this year too. What happens is they'll form crystals on your zipper of your butterfly netting, and that's not safe. That's why I have one damaged that's hung up with the clip. So I'm trying something. One of my friends, the one that I originally got the butterflies started with 4 years ago, told me she read something about if you put green paper, something green on top of the cage, they'll end up crystalline. They'll try to avoid the zipper and come to the roof of the cage. And that's kind of, if you see I have a green piece of paper there, like I'm calling it construction paper, but it's cardstock. But anyways, I'm getting them to go there. And since I started, it seems to be okay. Yeah, I have, let me put the milkweed, I think it's still here, let's see. Oh, there we go. See, don't use that one. This is, I have it, but I moved them off, and because this actually is a milkweed. It's not a good milkweed to grow, because if it doesn't die off and you live in a warm area, you're actually giving it, you can kill butterflies with this thing. I have it. I was just getting to know it better, but this will die off for me, so it's going to be okay. But if you're growing this tropical milkweed because it looks pretty and it stays alive in warm areas, it has a parasite to it and it'll kill butterflies. So I was kind of showing that to explain that part of it. And I had the original milkweed video. I wonder what I did with it. I might pull it up now. I'll add it to my collection here when I come on. So bear with me. I have a video of what I want to show you. I'm going to give you a blank screen for a minute, and I'm going to grab the one where I wanted to show you. I have it, which I showed on a earlier live stream. Okay, I just got to find it. The bee connection to the actual common milkweed. All right, so I got to go back and find it. I'm going to find it right now. Let's see. I have them all together. Open. It's 24th. No, it's that one. Here it is. Okay, I'm going to grab this one. All right, looks like I got a few of them. So let me grab this one. I think this is the one that I'm actually right near bees and everything. There we go. There, that's the common milkweed right there. Actually, I'm going to enable this too. There it is. That's the video I did outside. You can see the bees. The bees actually love it. So there's a big thing for saving the bees, which there should be, because I think we had this conversation before, Leanne. If the bees no longer exist, then life doesn't exist after about 3 years after that. That's what I was hearing. People were saying, started to read it. So the fact of, even over the Monarch Butterfly, the bees are number one to survive, and somebody needs to breed them, somebody needs to plant things. And I just noticed by planting milkweed, which I did, I put this last year and it came up really nice. I relocated it. Somebody asked me if I want to do a video on it to show you how to move milkweed, and I'm tempted to do one just so that people do grow this common milkweed. So you take it, and when it starts to bloom, it attracts many animals, and including bees. I had 5 bees on this small area. So the bees are very much attracted to common milkweed, I have to tell you that. So you are helping the bees out. Another thing is the hostas plant that's there. When it starts to flower, bees enjoy the flowers from a hostas plant, which I've said for 2 years now. At least I talked about the hostas. Grow hostas if you want to help the bees out. Hi, Eric. Good afternoon. So that's what I would say, yeah. Look at them all. Did you not see this, Leanne? I had said it. Maybe you weren't here that live stream that I showed this, but this is the one I filmed. This has got to be filmed about a week or less. A couple weeks ago, maybe? 2 weeks ago? So I'm just bringing it back up here so I can show you. everything. That's what milkweed looks like. They do like to lay their eggs on that other milkweed. That's what scared me. And so the tropical milkweed is not a good one, but the butterfly is absolutely attracted to it. And I got a lot of babies from that milkweed. The thing is, I'm weaning it off of that particular milkweed, and I'm putting them to the common milkweed, hoping I make a difference. So like I said, they're attracted to this one, which is not a good one if it doesn't die off. You need for this to die off. You should not have it. If it doesn't die off, they have parasites that can kill monarch butterflies. So I found lots of babies on this one because, like I said, the monarch is attracted to the color. It's a beautiful plant. It's one of the most gorgeous milkweeds ever. But unfortunately, see, you just see that's not a monarch, but that was kind of a butterfly going by. And I found probably at least five little teeny caterpillars on this. Not butterflies, but caterpillars. And I found eggs on it too. And so I took them off here, put them in my little plastic containers like I show you for this one. And then from there, I keep an eye on them, and I put them to common milkweed. I don't feed them anything but common milkweed once they hatch or if they're babies. That's kind of what I'm doing. Hopingly, because it goes into their stream, that the milkweed, that tropical milkweed, like I said, has a parasite, and it goes into the little caterpillar, and then it's a big issue inside it when it becomes a butterfly. And then you're passing on this part to if they breed with each other. So I'm trying to stop that from happening. I'm having some nice cup of coffee here. So anyways, I kind of like doing it this way. I can flop around videos, and the other way, I like it. I'm live and I can talk to you and you can see my hands and you see it, but this one is kind of cool too. There's all the names I have. But you guys are on the list. Anybody keep coming to my channel on the list so I can release one under your name, and I will be honored to get them going. I need 10 ones that I release, and then I'm going to have everybody else. And I keep taking eggs in. I will be for a while as long as I have enough time to get them out. Good morning, Kilroy's Odyssey Woodworking and Maker Shop. Hello. Hello, Kilroy. Have you been here before? It's been a while. And you're always welcome back. Everybody's welcome. Doesn't matter if I haven't seen you for a year. Everybody is always welcome back to my channel. So, hello. Call mine. Isn't it Kilroy? Kilroy. That sounds like a rough name, Kilroy. Yeah, it's been a while. It's all right. You're always welcome. Thank you. I'm just showing you off. Did you know that I raise butterflies? Have you known me that long? It's been a while. So were you connected to me when I did the butterflies years ago? Like, I haven't known you for 4 years, but I have been doing this for 4 years, and I've done it on the very first video. Oh, they don't want to. I'm going to hide that because they don't want you to put Kilroy, but I'm going to hide it because sorry, don't be offended. The way you did that, it came up, and it's the word Kill they have an issue with. So we'll just leave it at that. We'll leave it at that, yeah. Oh, I did not know you raised butterflies. I've raised them for the last 4 years. My very first video that I started this channel was... The very first video I started this was with butterflies. My very first... I am a garden channel, and I love talking about gardens. Don't get me wrong. You'll see. All my upcoming videos have to get edited, and I got all kinds of work with the videos. Come September, you'll start seeing my normal videos. But until then, I'm not going to worry about putting garden videos up. I'm just going to kind of do this. My live streams and any kind of thing is going to be related to the butterflies for this time until September. Oh, does it? Okay. You have some history to your name. It goes back to World War II. Oh, okay. That's cool. Oh, all right. That's very cool. So I'm just probably going to hang in there for a little bit, to an hour, and then I'm going to get off and start my day. And I will probably be back here. Well, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to come sooner than... I think the next time I come back is going to be when one of the butterfly hatches. So that's what I'm going to say. I'll probably be back and show you the next live stream. I will show you. I'll put a butterfly picture on it as my thumbnail, and I will show you I'll show you the butterfly, and I'll show you the still chrysalids, and I'll show you all the stages to see what's going on, to update on this. And we'll see how many I end up with in the end, how many I'm gonna get. So it's kind of cool. So this is all the little stages. I have to get some more milkweed pretty soon, because I don't like how, once it dries up, I don't like that, because they're not getting any milk source to eat. So they can die at this stage because they're so little. Do you like this, Eric? Do you find, am I helping people with this? I know I don't have a lot of people coming, but I really hope if you guys share me out or whatever, and you can get people coming to educate on this thing, I would love it, because that's 4 years, and I'll still do it, even whether people don't show up on my channel or not. It doesn't matter. It's something that's built into me to raise. So this will be next year, 5 years of doing it. And it's amazing to me that I never get tired of it, because I learn something new every time I do this. I'm learning a lot, because I have so many. I mean, I learned that they have personalities, kind of. It's going to be weird, but they do. There's some like to escape out of the containers, and even in the netting they try to escape. One was like getting feisty and knocking one off as a chrysalid because it wanted spot, and so I kind of moved it very gently to another spot so it could chrysalid somewhere else. But it was actually trying to knock it off. I was like, what the heck? It's like got vicious, and it was like trying to knock. It was like forming into a chrysalid, this one, and the other one liked its spot, so it was kind of going after it so it could not stay connected to the netting and fall. And so I was like, wow, they get a little aggressive too, don't they? A little bit aggressive. I never saw that. It was funny, actually. It's not funny, but it is funny, because I just never thought that a caterpillar would literally get aggressive like that. That's my spot. I want to see, though. I'm going to find out if it's a male or female, if that has anything to do with it. It's going to be curious, because I know which one did it. So I know which chrysalid did it, so I'll know if that's a male or female. And the other two, as they hatch, I'll know. I'm just curious to see, was it because it knows it's a male and it was trying to get rid of it, or another female and trying to get rid of it? I don't know. It was like the weirdest thing I ever seen. And I would have never saw that if I didn't have multiple caterpillars. So, like I said, it's a good education for me too. And just, passing it on what I've seen and the knowledge I've seen. So here's the, I'll show the other little part here. So let's go to the second half. I know I'm repeating clips, but that's what I'm going to do. I find this so cool. So the one on the left is the very first one that should be hatched. It's the oldest. Let me see. I think there it is, right there, that brown one. See, it's turning brown. When they start to turn brown, that means it's starting to put the colors of the monarch in there. So that's a sign too that it's, on its way to being hatched to be a butterfly. When they start to turn a brown color. When they're freshly, beautifully green, they just did it. And like I said, there's the damaged one. There's 2 issues with 2 of them, like I've said. So that was my first one right there to the left. That's should be the first butterfly, and then that one, I can't remember the order. I'm trying to think of that one, and then the 2 at the back were next. Thank you. I think it's pretty amazing too. I think that I want to tell you that I last year was talking about people doing this, and then this year it's more like, this is a lot of work, okay? When you have multiple ones of them, you first of all need to make sure you have a food source. They look like little green jalapenos. I guess, in a sense. They're prettier than that, because they have gold spots on it, but yeah, a little bit. And like I said, I was thinking about people doing it, but I don't recommend that. I recommend growing milkweed. That'll help everybody out. And because you need to put the time into this. It's a lot of work. They need a lot of food sources. You need to know what you're doing. And if you don't have that much time with it, then I would not raise them. But I would grow the milkweed so they have a chance to be born and a chance to get out there in nature, which is cool. It's a lot of work, Eric, but it's not, you have to be committed to it. That's all I'm saying. I'm not going to recommend people doing it if you're not committed to it. But I'll tell you, it doesn't take my age to do it. The one that does this, there's a 10-year-old friend, my neighbor, who got me involved with this, and her 10-year-old granddaughter has been doing this for years, and she's 10 years old, and the last case, she has 70 of these. And her parents said, okay, enough is enough. You got too many. And so she gave me some this year from her grandma's yard. So it doesn't take me at my 60-year-old age to do this. It could take a 10-year-old that could be committed to it. And she is. She's 10 years old and very committed to doing these. So it's really cool. You see the work, and her and her family have to do a lot of work to it. But it's worth it. It is worth it if you got the time, the patience. It's very much worth it. It's very cool to see this. Like I said, I learn every year from it, and watch it. And my husband watches it and he pays attention to it. So I actually got my husband involved with it now, kind of too, because he's seeing how cool this is. And I want to actually, my last thing to add to this is I would like to build something outdoors instead. I have the side of my house, and I thought, if I could build something, because it doesn't need to have strong sun, otherwise I'll have to shade it. So I would like to build one off the ground, and I actually raise them outdoors instead of here. Then they're really getting their natural ways of the way they should be out in the outdoors, and then release them. Never ever would I cage a butterfly. I don't agree with that. But if you're saving them, if it wasn't for certain places that know what they're doing and saving them, we wouldn't have them around. So that part I think is a good thing. But I personally would not save them just to save them. And I'm hoping to get a male out of this. And then one year I hope to get a white caterpillar, because that's a very unique caterpillar. There's a white monarch butterfly that I learned 2 years ago about. I didn't even realize that. I learned something else this year, was they also exist in Australia. And I didn't know that. So I went and searched in Australia, and in around 1870, they were given butterflies, and then they survived there and went on it. But they were given from North America, gave them I think it's 1870, somewhere in there. I'm off a little bit. They were given to Australia, introduced to Australia, and now Australia has them there, monarch butterflies, which I didn't know until this year. So, like I said, always learning, always passing on what I learn. That's kind of what I like doing. It's, it's a lot of fun. Thank you for the thumbs up, by the way. Thank you very much. So this is exciting. I'm just hanging in here for like an hour. So thank you. If you stay with me, that'd be great. And then I will be back. The next time I do my live stream, it'll be showing you a butterfly. I'm waiting for then. I don't think I want to come back until I get a butterfly. And then I'll do updates on how the butterflies are going and what I plan on doing next stage. I want to see if it's a male or female butterfly. I'm keeping track. I want to see, it's kind of like I'm keeping track of where they were laid, and I want to see if they're male or female, and if that aggression has anything to do with anything. Like, is it because it's a guy that it's aggressive? Because I've never had a male butterfly, so I don't know. Could be two females and the one is a guy, and they want that hunk of man, that hunk of butterfly. Maybe they, it's just fun. The two in the far corner is what I'm talking about. Those two. The one left is the one I'm interested to see what sex that is, if it's a male or female, and then the other one, because I want to know what went on. Why is there an issue with it? Why did it do that? Why did it try to go after and get it to drop and take over that spot? It was weird. So yes, yeah, that's a question. Yes, you'll see it. I'll show you, Leanne. I'll be filming that for you to show you. If I have a male, I will show you a male, because it's got two. The only way you see it is when it opens up. You'll be able to see, and I can film that right in the beginning, because they're kind of weak. In the beginning, they don't fly as strong, and that's why I don't release them yet. I make sure that they're flying and flopping around in the cage before I release them, because then I know they can fly away really good. And some of them get really connected to me. Trust me, when I take them out, they don't want to go off my hand. So they hear my voice, right? They hear us. They hear sounds since they're little. I mean, I think they might be connected to voice, but I don't want them to become too close to people's voices because, they could get injured. No problem, Eric. Thank you so much. Thanks for hanging in with me. I appreciate that. Don't forget to leave comments. If you got something you want me to watch one of the videos and I'll get back to you. Okay? So that's how I do it. I will not ignore you, but I don't see all the videos come out from YouTube. So if you leave a comment on one of my videos, I will definitely return the favor. So yeah. So yeah, two dark spots. You'll see 2 spots, Leanne. That's the way you can tell it. And Leanne, I'm coming on tomorrow night because I'm going to my daughter's. I'm coming on to craft tomorrow night around 6. And I already said that already on my channel, but because I was going to do it tonight, but I got to go. We're going out for dinner after this. Like I'm got to do a little bit of actually take care of all these, feed them today, and then I got to go do some gardening, and then I'm heading for supper at my daughter's. So I will not be home tonight for a while, for a little bit. So that's what my plans are. Oh yeah, my neighbor, see that sign there? That's a big butterfly sign. My neighbor gave me that a few days ago. Gave me, and I have plans on what I want to do, Leanne. I'm starting on the next projects. My brain is always thinking ahead of what I think is going to be cool to make for myself and everybody else. So I'm working on that. But anyways, my neighbor, there's a flag over there. I don't know if it's going to come around to, yeah, right there. You can see the corner of it. He just gave me that. I don't know. He cleans and does things for houses. And so he saw that, the butterfly thing. So it's a really cool flag that I got. Sorry, I think my husband's going to answer the phone. So the phone's going to ring for a bit as I'm talking. But it's probably my daughter. All right, it looks like it's just me and you. Me and you there, Leanne. Or is it me and you at all? It says I'm down to 1 person, so definitely time to get off. And I think I will. I will go back to my thumbnail for a couple minutes. Let's see, right there, where'd it go? I'm going to leave that until it forms back on. And yeah, that's what I'll say. Let's see, I'm going to check up on YouTube. Where I am. They are look at that. Look at all that. That's a picture of the chrysalis, but it's not mine. But see the gold spots on here? Leanne, look at how cool that is. Look at the gold spots in that. That's what they look like, a close-up. They're a beautiful emerald green kind of, with gold spots on it. They're really pretty looking, actually, the chrysalids. Very pretty. Very pretty. Yeah, like bling. Yeah, it's like a bling on it. I found them really, really pretty. They're the other butterflies are. This is probably the most prettiest one. Chrysalit. Now there's between chrysalids and cocoons, but this isn't the prettiest one of all I've ever seen. As far as that part of it, that's pretty, and the other ones are brown. And not that they're not pretty, but well, they're not as pretty as this. I think this got to be the most prettiest one. You have a good day too, Farm. Thank you so much. No, because they're not cocoons. They're chrysalids. I keep educating everybody on it. Cocoon is totally different. Chrysalit, it's called a chrysalit. Cocoon is, I have to keep telling my husband, I make him say the right thing because you're not saying it right. I have to educate you. It's called a chrysalit, not a cocoon. Let me show you what a cocoon looks like, and totally different. Ooh, I just dropped something. Okay. Oh yeah, you looked it up? Well, I wasn't gonna put it up there for you because they're totally different. So when people say that, it tells me they don't know a lot about butterflies because you know the difference of a monarch. Oh, thanks, Kilroy. Yeah, it's totally different. I'm trying to get my thumbnail back on, but I'm going to show a quick picture here to show you what a cocoon looks like really quick. And I want to keep all the stuff I got here, and I'm going to clean up my channel later, but image. Let's show you. I don't want this on my Wait a minute, I gotta find it here. I have it set. At least I thought I saved it. There we go. Where is it? There. Totally different image. There, that's what that looks like. That's a cocoon. You know, and I gotta get off of here because it's not a picture I'm supposed to save. So let's go back. Get rid of that. Close up. That's really cool. So see, the difference is like to educate people. That's what I'm here. What I want to do. I want to show you about it. What you're looking for. What it looks like. What it's called. Different terminologies because cocoon is totally different. Cocoons have moths in them and some butterfly. Yeah, chrysalis is totally different. Those are going to be butterflies, but cocoons are going to be moths, and I'm not saying to kill that, but I'm just saying it's totally different than a moth. So imagine this, okay? Now moths are annoying, and you go to kill a cocoon because you don't want a moth, and you go kill a chrysalis. You just killed off butterflies, which won't. A monarch butterfly doesn't harm anything. It doesn't eat your garden. It doesn't hurt anything. If anything, it pollinates for you. So that's a big, big difference from a monarch to a moth to all kinds of other kind of butterflies that actually do damage to your garden. This doesn't. So that's kind of why I want to make sure you see what it looks like and know that this will not harm anything. It's not going to harm a gardener or anything. And just let it be. Let it do its thing. You know, I think sometimes pesticides do a lot of damage to all of this stuff. So it's quite safe in my yard when they come. All my area is going to be, like I said, I've said it for years, I don't have any kind of chemicals on my grass, which in some ways is bad because I have so many weeds, but I don't have anything that's going to harm any kind of creature in my yard or in that butterfly area. That there's no sprays, there's nothing there. The grass gets cut, it's kept neat for me, for mosquitoes and everything. And, you know, it's coming across. It's pretty good. So I'm going to be filming. I'm going to do, actually, I might do a video on I'm going to do, instead of a live stream, I might just do a video on my butterfly garden when it blooms and show you how it still needs to have more flowers. And the flowers are still small, but it's grown a lot compared to, 2 months ago when I first started it. The flowers are getting bigger and everything. I'm actually seeing my zinnias. I have zinnia flowers coming out of there. I transplanted forget-me-nots. I got the one, not daisy, but what is it called? I got 4 o'clocks I put back there. I'm trying to think of what else I'm going to say. And there's just different flowers that I add. Some are going to die off and have to be replanted, and some are going to be perennials that are in there. And then next year I'm going to expand it from what I did so far. I'm going to go another probably 10 feet next year at least, because I want to do more to it. But I am getting, I got donations of plants given to me. I got a little gadget from my friend. She put a little wooden butterfly, so I could put it in my area. So as people gradually see it, hopefully they'll just donate things to put into it. That's what I'm getting. Actually, I'm trying to think. I got flowers. The lilies were donated to me. I got rocks that were given to me before, not for the butterfly. It's just different things to keep me going, to make sure, you know, it looks good. Because it's a lot of work. We have to come in and I have to weed it all. I have to weed this section of it, and then I have to go and weed the park side of it. So it's a lot of weeding to keep it looking nice. Anyways, let's see. Is my chrysalit picture up there yet? I want to see if I changed yet. Sometimes it takes freaking 10 minutes. Oh, yeah, we're good. I mean, that tells me I'm ready to rock and roll. So that's what I'm going to say. Leanne, thank you so much for coming. And everybody, if you're still here, Kilroy, thank you so much. I hope you had a good time. Like I said, the next time I come on, you'll see a picture of a butterfly. That tells you that one of them has hatched. That's what I wait for, Leanne. It's for my thumbnail to come back on. Thank you, guys. I will be, like I said, if anybody wants to rewatch this, that's great. I will, Leanne. You too. Thank you so much for joining me. I shall see you probably tomorrow night. I'll see you tomorrow night, but for here, I will be back. Oh, thanks, Kilroy. Thank you so much. Like I said, I'm hoping to have everybody back. Please, if you know anybody that likes to know about butterflies, I mean, besides gardening, but right now I'm on the Monarch Butterfly. If you have somebody that wants to understand it, know it, are interested in doing it, want to grow milkweed, anything like that, please send them my way. That's what you're going to get. I'm going to be doing these videos till September and educating all that stuff. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, Liam. And educating on the butterflies here. So thank you so much. And I'll see you when the next one arrives. Have a wonderful day, and thanks for coming. Bye for now.